Here we go again. Well, this guy's not sitting up here. Let's get him seated properly here. If I can. That's a little better. It's funny, a couple minutes before I pressed the start button to start the live stream, I looked over at the computer and saw there was all sorts of conversation going on. I said, oh, Rhonda's here. Morning, Rhonda. Morning, Bob. Hey, everyone. Been kind of reading the conversation about Lisa Marie. Mike showing his tail here. Rubbing his face on the TV tray. Look at your fans so they can see your face. No, just gonna rub your face on the TV tray. That's how it is. Oh, you even got Jessica in the audience today. Hi, Charlotte. Hi, Logan. Hi, Jessica. The whole group's here today. I take it Rhonda's not working today. Frame me up a little bit better here. I'm supposed to be a vlogger here. I ought to at least know how to frame up a shot, right? Amateur hour. Hello, Scott. How you doing? Finally having Christmas at the Sear house, huh? Hello, Jackie boy. Meow. 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 Good morning, Tracy. I'm glad Jessica's doing better. That can be scary. You got to bear with me. I'm using my backup glasses. The ones that I usually use for reading broke like 20 minutes before the live stream, so I got to get some more glasses. These are ones that I've actually had since I lived in the house in California, and I accidentally stepped on them a number of years ago and broke one of the earpieces off. So it's just kind of balanced here. Add to that, one of the little nose clips is broken off too. So there's like this little sharp edge right here that's rubbing against my nose. So if you see me taking the glasses off and rubbing my nose, it's because it's irritating me a little bit. I was thinking I was going to go out and try and buy a cheap set of readers before the live stream, but it happened too quick. You know, it happened like 20 minutes ago and there just wasn't time to do it. So if you see no ear clip on one side, that's why. Snowing in Ohio. Yeah, I guess I saw that. I was looking at the weather, I think yesterday, because we were maybe going to get some rain yesterday morning. It missed it a little bit, but I tend to, zoom out and see what's happening across the whole nation. I saw that there was snow going through that area, so doesn't surprise me. Yeah, Animals is probably my favorite Pink Floyd album. It's only 5 songs, but every one of them is epic. I got a couple windows open in the cat room right now. Let a little bit of air in. We're supposed to maybe get rain on Tuesday. They're saying 98% chance, so maybe we'll get some. Snowing big wet flakes. Oh, yummy. You have copies of animals on vinyl. That's awesome. Yeah, I was noticing before I started the live stream that there was that the topic of Lisa Marie had come up. When there's a lot of discussion going on before I start the live stream, I kind of tend to, delay starting it so I can kind of read what everyone is saying, know where we're going with the conversation. This kind of day makes you want to sleep all day, huh? Yeah. So we don't have the full Sear household, just everyone but Michael. I assume we have a bunch of kitties and hamsters and skinny pigs and all sorts of other things watching also. We got more presents. All right, there we go. Look who's back. He wandered off for a moment and then kind of came back, realized he doesn't get any attention if he's not here, right? Definitely no potential for kitty treats. If you just walk a step closer, it would be that you'd be able to reach it instead of having to do the. Dropped it. You klutz. Did you even find it? I don't know. I don't feel it. You must have got it. Mommy cooked all weekend. All right. Made a Pop-Tart gingerbread house. Wow. Never heard of people doing that. Yeah, if by health problems, you mean massive drug addiction. There are their kits at the stores, huh? That's interesting. Yeah, bites my buddy. I got to have one cat that likes being sociable, right? We're making gingerbread houses this afternoon. Is that going to be the Pop Tart? Oh no, you said you made, so that's past tense. While making is future tense, right? Yeah. See, I studied my English. Yeah, David Crosby was very talented. You were an English major, believe it or not, huh? I tend to be one of those grammar Nazis, but I realize I gotta ease up on that because that's annoying. being an English major, they can't talk. It made me think of one of those lines from one of the Cheech and Chong movies where Cheech Marin is doing a song about Mexican Americans who go to night school and take Spanish and get a B. It's funny, I had 2 glasses of milk for breakfast and I'm still dehydrated. Told a customer off this week. Uh-oh. Is that why you're not working today? That is the nice thing about about the job I have now is I don't have to deal with customers. Oh, I'm just teasing you, Rhonda. Yeah, yeah. The only time I've ever really had a job where I had to interact with customers that much was at Disneyland. And we were on a pretty short leash about what we could say. Basically, no matter what, the customer always got the benefit of the doubt, even if they were wrong. No, we haven't gotten any of the rain in quite a while, actually. We're maybe hopefully going to get some rain on Tuesday. I don't know. We'll see. Well, I think the garden at this point is done for the year. If you saw the video I did last night, or that went live last night, that was me basically, cleaning up the yard after all the leaves came down, and most of those went into the garden. And if you watch in a couple days, there's another video where we're going to do a little bit more there to kind of prepare for the spring when we plant again, get a little bit more soil in there. So you'll see that. Planted herbs in your house. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what I'm going to do this spring. In terms of planting in the yard. How much okra did I end up with? I probably got like, I don't know, 9 or 10 bags. It was fun to grow and it was a very productive crop, but I'm not enough into okra that it's something I'll end up doing again. I think it's got to be something that I like, and I wanted to try it just because it's such a southern staple. But I'm not into it enough where um, I'll probably need it. Probably do it again. I like tomatoes enough that I'll do that. I like the peppers again, so I'll do that. But I don't know what I'll do next year. We'll see. It'll just be a matter of seeing what's there. It's often a matter of going to the gardening place and seeing what they got. Because you recall the first year I did it, I did everything from seed, and I didn't really get good results from that. So I want to, I've since then I've done like seedlings, get little plants that you buy from the store that are already started up. Yeah, it's easier. I think it's the most difficult part. I think of starting them is actually the starting them. Getting them from seeds to seedlings. And that kind of hard to do it, because there aren't very many windows in the house that get any sun. Basically, the only one that there is the one in the cat room. The girls grew cat grass for the cats, huh? And the problem with putting them in, putting the seedlings in the cat room is you got to figure out a way to protect them from the cats. I still got some catnip seeds. Maybe I'll grow those one of these years. Because then if the cats eat them, that's what they're for. Yeah, I heard about that, Rhonda. That's sad. Had to get rid of one of the cats. Yeah, you can't have your cats attacking each other. Yeah, sometimes animals that have not, had a chance to socialize with other other animals don't do as well with when they get mixed together. Want to see the Pink Floyd shirt? It's just a cover of albums, but it's a good shirt. Jessica drew a picture of the kitties, huh? All right. What do you think about that bite? Nothing? No? Don't have anything to say? Yeah, that's what you always say. Yeah, it's a good shirt. I like this one. This one's in heavy rotation. And he's back. You call your hubby Butthead? Oh man. At least call him Beavis. Oh, I broke my regular glasses. They broke right before I started the live stream. So these are my backup. I've had these for a long time, and they don't have one of the pieces, the earpiece on this side because I broke it many years ago by stepping on it, and I was going to try and go get a new set, but it just wasn't enough time before the live stream. It happened like 20 minutes before the live stream started, so just wasn't time. So I had to go to the backups. It was either that or cancel the live stream, and I didn't think that would go over well. So yeah, just have glasses with only one ear hook. Have I seen the Top Gun Maverick movie yet? No, it's supposed to be on Paramount Plus, but I haven't looked for it yet. I'll probably check it out when it comes out. I think it probably is out. You made that cranberry dish. That's one of my favorites. That's been in the family for a long time, and yeah, it is yummy. It's funny. This year for Christmas, I think it was Christmas. Was it Christmas or New Year's or Thanksgiving? It must have been Thanksgiving. I made it, and I used the cherry Jello instead of the cranberry Jello. I don't think it's as good that way. It's hard to find the cranberry Jello, but it's worth it. Every time you turn on YouTube, my Oswald gel cell is right at the top of the recommended list. Cool. I'm glad that they're pushing that. I mean, I'm getting good views on that one. I think that is currently like my number 3 video ever. Can't bring yourself to eat Jello. Oh man, don't know what you're missing. Wow. Yeah, not if you've seen how it's made. Yeah, well, sometimes that's just the way it is. I'm guessing a lot of people would not stop eating like sausage and stuff like that if they saw how that was made too. I remember Bill Cosby doing that commercial. No, no swear words this time. No, I've known that those glasses were having problems for the last day or so. So it was just a matter of time before they broke. And it actually the frame itself broke, so there's no fixing that. I thought for a while that maybe just the screw that holds the little earpiece on was coming loose, but it literally broke. Right here, just the little frame part broke. So I don't know. I'm going to see. You can just buy over the counter readers, and I'm going to maybe go see if I can find a pair of over the counter readers, and see if those will do. Otherwise, I just had my vision, tested and my uh, prescription updated based on what I needed when I got that first set of seeing glasses a couple months ago. So I know I got a good prescription. All I got to do is just go in and get them made. But I am so blind without my glasses for in terms of reading. I can't. The screen's like you know 14, 16 inches in front of me. I can't read anything on the screen right now. It's so bad. So I gotta have the readers, and it takes about 2 weeks to get them made. Get the professional ones made. So yeah, well, I've always had a loose screw. No, I don't think they're going to be able to fix it because the frame itself is actually broken. It isn't just the screw came out. If it was a screw just coming out, I could do that. Glasses, hearing aids, and false teeth. Wow, yeah, you're more machine than person, huh? Yeah, I'm hoping that I can just get a pair of over-the-counter readers, and that'll work. I'll try them for a few days, and if I don't like them, then I'll just work with them for a few days, for a couple weeks, and order a set, get them made. And you can read more books. That's good. Reading books is good. I didn't know Charlotte could type. Reading the Prince Harry book. Yeah, not interested at all. Charlotte can probably type it. Yeah, well, that doesn't surprise me. Kids pick up the technology so much better. Well, I mean, my old pair of readers, I've had them for, I don't know, many years. So it was probably time. I'll tell you though, I am really glad I have a health savings account. That's so much easier. I'd be blowing way past my limit if I didn't. You can also print. You're teaching them to write. That's good. Gonna have to do that. I got them going in Spanish too. All right. I think homeschooling is a lot better. I mean, there's a lot to say with the socialization that comes with being with other kids too. But I think you get a better education at least initially. When you're starting out, you might be able to make the argument, that getting into higher school, maybe junior high or high school, it might be better to get the socialization skills out there too. Good morning. That's good that you're getting them involved in kids' activities, because that socialization is important, and you can teach them what your values are and not have to worry about some teacher trying to impose their values on them. Actually, both. Right now, the health savings account that I'm draining right now is my one from Disney, but I have one from work too. I really think that that's the solution to our healthcare problem in the U.S. is health savings accounts. What we have to do is we have to decouple um, everyday health care from major medical. Major medical should be handled by insurance because that'll keep the prices way down because those kinds of things don't happen all the time. But the benefit, we need to create a system that's going to encourage the prices to go down. And the way you do that is by making people start looking at that money that they spend as their money. How many times do you go to the doctor and say, how much is this going to cost? You don't ever do that. You don't consider cost. The question is, does my insurance cover it? And so you don't shop around. There's no incentive for medical services to, offer coupons or discounts or anything like that, or even publish their prices because nobody cares. Good morning, Gene. Yeah, I did swimming lessons when I was a kid too. I wasn't into the gymnastics. That wasn't me. Yeah, move stuff closer here so I can. Logan says she can do the splits. All right, there we go. There's Jeff. And there's Bite. Headed to Outback. That's a good one. I like Outback. Outback. We got one here. I haven't been to it, but there is one over here. You get their meatloaf. I don't think I've ever had Outback meatloaf. I always think when I think of Outback, I think steak, and I'm a steak person, so I share the camera with this guy. Then I put the camera down so you can see him, and then he puts his head down so you can't see him. How rude. Yeah, I try not to do chains that much. I want to get things that have just a few of them or maybe just one. Sounds like that John Wayne scene. I don't remember what movie it is, but he's running into a kid that doesn't know how to swim, and he just picks the kid up and throws him into the water. Classic. So it was probably, yeah, I knew somebody would know which one that was. I've never been a huge John Wayne fan, but I remember seeing that scene. That's good. Yeah, that's good that you know how to swim then. Yeah, I got cat fur all over my nose. staring at the couch. Hey, there's Eric. Hey, Eric. Yeah, I run into that problem here too. So any place I don't want cat fur, the cats aren't allowed. The cats aren't allowed in my bedroom. They're not allowed in the guest bedroom. And the laundry, the second it's out of the washing machine, it goes back into the bedroom. So yeah, I don't want cat fur all over everything. Tickles my nose too much, then it makes me sneeze. Right? You make me sneeze, bite. You know that? No door on the linen closet. That can be a little bit of a challenge then. You find the greatest things at Goodwill. I don't really get into Goodwill that much. I donate all the time to it. You know, I got something I don't need. It usually goes to them, but I don't actually go in and shop. I've been to that bin drop place a few times here in Waco, and very rarely find anything. I found a book there once, so it was kind of cool, but that was it. I found it for like $1. It's not so funny though when you try and grab the towel and the cat bats at you. Yeah, I've seen the dryer sheets that do that. Yeah, just be careful when I'm doing. Yeah, I know you're right. Yeah, I suppose that's probably a good place to be to find Barbies. Maybe not necessarily going to be in the best shape, but you never know. Dryer sheets are banned in the Netherlands. Whatever. Yeah, I mean, dogs like Chihuahuas and pugs, they don't shed the same way, cats do. They have coarser hair, and so it isn't really a as much of an issue. Say they have cancer-causing ingredients, huh? Interesting. Trying to get my feet into a comfortable place here, and it ain't working out so well. Oh, cats are sleeping all the time, Eric. Twins wake up when they hear me, huh? They probably wake up when they hear this too. On the rare occasion it flashes up, right now she's kind of in hibernation mode. In fact, it was kind of cold here last night, so she's in the garage right now. So it isn't much of an issue. But when she is up and around, I do have to feed her. In fact, in a couple of days, you're going to see a video go up that's her eating. I just, it's just going to be a little bonus video I put up. All the cats are up now. Yeah, I know. That's my reoccurring joke to make everyone's pet go crazy. Logan loves Flash. I love Flash too. Flash is a fun little critter to have in my backyard. I mean, everybody should have a walking rock, right? Use dryer sheets to repel rodents. I've never heard of that. Reminds me of a dad joke my father used to use when we were out on vacation. Every once in a while, out in the middle of nowhere, he'd honk the horn, and we asked, "Why are you doing that?" He said, "To scare away bears." And I said, "There isn't a bear for miles here." And he says, "Sure works good, doesn't it?" Where's Bite now? He's just kind of halfway down the hall there, staring at me. Yeah, I have no interest in seeing that '90s show. In fact, I've been binge watching that '70s show. I picked up the whole series recently, and I'm kind of most of the way through season one right now. That was a good show for most of its run. I think when some of the original cast members left, it kind of went downhill. When it went downhill, that was pretty much the end of it. Was there an '80s show? I don't know. Maybe, or was that just the last season of the '70s show? But it's none of the kids, right? It's a whole new set of kids. It's Red and it's and Kitty, and I don't know, is Bob still on it? I know Midge isn't because she's passed. Yeah, we were talking about that a little bit a while ago, Laurel. In fact, it was funny. I was thinking a while ago, I haven't seen you in a while, so I'm glad you popped in. Okay, Bob's still there. Okay, does he still have the fro, or has he got like a mohawk or something now? I just think a lot of these reboots, they don't make it. They don't. It's never gonna. It's just more of an opportunity to cash in on the success of the original. Same hair. Okay. Yeah, I'm not really even interested in that one. Generally, that's the way it is, Gene. I mean, I like some of the Star Trek reboots, and I got to admit, the Planet of the Apes reboot series was pretty good. There were those first three movies. I don't know if they've done more since then, but when they rebooted, it was a prequel to the original. Showing how it all started with the origins of Caesar and how the apes got smart. It aired from January to May 2000, so it didn't last long. Yeah, I thought the story was good though on the Planet of the Apes. Yeah, you're right. It's CGI, but there's nothing wrong with CGI if it's as long as there's a great story behind it. And I thought the story was great, and I like the fact that it revolved around things from the perspective of the apes, and none of the humans from any of the movies were in any of the other movies. All of the characters, all of the human characters in the first movie aren't in the other two, and it's a whole different set of circumstances. The first one is the origins of Caesar and the rise of the apes, and the second one is when now the same thing that made Caesar and the apes smart has started killing off the humans, and so now we got a few remaining humans trying to get back going with their lives, and the apes have kind of built their own civilization, and there's sort of an uneasy alliance between them. And then the third one is just an out flat out war. I think they're worth a look. I still pull them out and watch them. Little House in the Prairie. I haven't seen that in years. We're back to talking about TV shows. I think that was a lot of what last week's live stream was all about, was different TV shows. I grew up watching I Love Lucy. I never was that much of a MASH fan. You haven't had breakfast yet, huh? Adam Lewu did a Star Trek video. All right. Yeah, well, that was the some of the effects in those earlier movies were kind of cringeworthy, and the ape suits in the Planet of the Apes, that definitely falls into that category. Rhonda had French toast. I had a couple of sausage McMuffin things. I mean, they're not McMuffins because it didn't come from McDonald's. I try to stay away from McDonald's, but you don't have to be sorry for coming back. We're glad you're here. Now you're headed out to eat. All right, false alarm. Canadian maple syrup sounds good. It's extremely sweet. Yeah, I got some maple syrup up in the cupboard. I kind of go hot and cold on things like pancakes and French toast and stuff like that. No, I didn't show. Yeah, let me show you. Uh, Jeff's niece, I guess. Is that what it was? Yeah, your niece did a painting of Amigo. It's really good. Let me see if I can find it real quick here. Let's see here. Jeff Kidd, there he is.
For us.
Oh, playing his church service here. Let's see, where are we? Where are we? Jeff's birthday cake. Okay, there it is. So there's the original picture I guess she worked from. And that's the painting. Looks really good, doesn't it? She's got talent, doesn't she? Looks just like him. I'd make some waffles and some cream of wheat. Let's see what that's all about here. Oh, the girls will be fighting over the bathroom later, huh? Yeah, I'm kind of the same way too. I ate out a bunch when I was in the apartment just because I wanted to get out of that place a little. But there's more to do here, and so I'm inclined to stay home when I can. That's sort of the neat thing, when you do 12-hour days at work, it's nice to get some time off and just spend it around the house and do what I want to do. It's awesome in just on Facebook, Jeff. I know it does. The painting almost looks like the picture. I was wondering what cream of woo was. Exactly. Yeah, I like having a house much more than having an apartment because I can do whatever I want with it. It's my place. Every time I hung a picture up in the apartment, I felt concerned, and in fact, when I moved out of the apartment, I actually patched up all the holes. I think that's why I got my deposit returned to me because basically what I did is, I went in there after I moved out, patched up all the holes, and then just put a little masking tape pointing where the holes were, so that they just had to go in there with a brush and touch it up. And I patched the holes a lot better than the way they patched the holes in past ones with like caulking compound and stuff like that. You remember that? Yeah, yeah, you're right. That's another thing I didn't like is having to share walls with my neighbors. Then that the people who lived next to me in the apartment was a whole family, and the one of the walls I shared with them was the one that had the stairs on their side, and so it always sounded like a herd of wildebeest going up and down the stairs when the kids go up and down. So yeah, I I definitely prefer to have my own place. Technically, my place in California was considered a townhouse, but or a condominium, I guess. And I but it was a detached condominium. So as far as I was concerned, it was the same thing. Yeah, that place, I left that place a lot better than what I got. I made some repairs there, so and I doubt they even know about that. Yeah, I hope so. I hope I've increased the value of this place. I mean, people may not like my paint scheme or whatever, but if I leave at very least that table that I built there, that's staying. Very possible that little shelf thing will stay because a lot of these things they're built just for that specific place. I built a couple of tables like that in my house in California, and they stayed too because it was built for that specific place. It wouldn't fit anywhere else. Well, yeah, the HOA, they basically took care of all the grounds. Basically, everything in front of the cinder block wall was their responsibility. And so they took care of it, made it look nice. There was a pool, there was a rec room, there was a gymnasium. So yeah, it was pretty good. I got pretty good benefit for my what $120 a month. Yeah, you're not going to get me to rag on Trump. I think Trump was a great president. People didn't like his attitude sometimes, but I'll take some mean tweets over, what we got going on now. What we got now is a disaster. I got a little bit of the smelling of the neighbors cooking when I lived in California. The people that used to live next to me were Indian, and so they were always cooking Indian food. So there were always, uh, you know, different aromas in the area. It was not never, anything that was gross or anything, but it was good. Yeah, yeah, there were wiring issues. That power cord that came down in the closet there under the stairs, that was kind of crazy. And I never got they never fixed the issue with the plumbing getting backed up. I think ultimately they're going to have to rip out that plumbing, and that's going to be expensive. And it doesn't seem to me they were ever going to do anything about it. I was glad to get out of that dump. 10 months in that place was enough. I mean, actually, no, it was like 14 months because it was 10 months to find the job, and then it was another few months before I said, okay, I think this place is going to work out. Let's find a house. Yeah, there was also that fire there. Yeah, the people I talked to believe that one of the kids in the neighborhood set it because there was like a whole bunch of debris right next to the building. And I think somebody set that debris on fire, like mattresses and stuff like that they never hauled away. Apparently, there was a dumpster that was lit on fire in the other part of the complex, and I think it was the same kid. Yeah, I don't know if I'd go so far as slumlord, but it was a dump. Just the H in the Hollywood sign? That's interesting. You're scampering around up on the roof. The squirrels use the roof as a means from getting to the trees in the backyard to getting to the trees in the front yard. I think the whole thing is, the squirrels like to be able to go wherever they want without having to get on the ground. And so it's like a squirrel rapid transit system. You see them jump from tree to tree to tree. There were worse parts of town in Waco where I was. Um, despite the fact that, it was kind of low income housing, a lot of poorer people, I never once felt unsafe there. I'd get out and walk around the neighborhood at night and just like I do now. You find all sorts of bargains at Goodwill. Yeah, when we get to the point where it gets more into the spring, that's something I'll have to deal with too. Is the pecans coming off the trees? And I think since it only seems to happen early in the morning, I don't think it's actually they're falling off the trees. I think the squirrels are pulling them off and dropping them because I'll all of a sudden hear one hit the roof and roll off the roof. And I was glad you were there to help. I still think I could have jumped the battery, but you know what the only reason I wanted to do it was verify that there wasn't something else and getting a second opinion. And you telling me that it's been 2.5 years, that's a reasonable lifespan for a battery. Maybe next year I'll put it, next winter I'll put it on the charger or something like that and keep it on a trickle charge, and maybe that'll be better. Some people also suggested that maybe the contents of the battery might have settled a little bit, and that if I'd you know done this a little bit with the battery, it might have been all right, but whatever. If 2.5 years is what you expect from a lawnmower battery, then I'll just have to learn to get used to that. Yeah, well, that was the reason I asked Jeff. I didn't want to risk damaging it. It seemed to me like it should be all right, and I kind of explained that in the video. But the fact that I put the new battery in and it started right up, it's like, okay, that's it. That was what it was. No, the battery for the lawnmower wasn't that expensive. It was probably, I don't know, I don't remember what it was, maybe 50 or $60. All right, Jeff's finally going out back. Have a good lunch, Jeff. You notice my hands. I don't know what's to notice about my hands. I bought some meat a couple weeks ago, and maybe that included some steaks. So maybe I'll have a steak for dinner now. I've been inspired by Jeff. I love a good steak. The white spots you noticed on my, yeah, I don't know. My hands seem pretty normal to me. You're having a quiche, huh? All right. I heard the real men don't eat quiche. That's like an 80s joke, I think. I think somebody wrote a book called that. I use that joke over and over again with my mom. She'd say, "Oh, you got to get a quiche." She's like, "No, real men don't eat quiche." Yeah, it's supposed to get into like the low 30s and upper 20s, I think, tonight. So Flash is definitely staying the night in the garage. What are you looking at? Huh? Never had quiche. All right. It's all right. It's like an egg casserole kind of thing. Bye. Yeah, exactly. It's eggs and cheese, and it's actually pretty good. I just like the real men don't eat quiche joke. White always wants treats, don't you? That's the only reason you're here. Everyone's cat is now up. That's true. You can put just about anything in a quiche. Another 4 day school week. We're going into another maintenance cycle at work, so it's not this week. This week we'll be running, but next week, and for the next 3 weeks, it's going to be maintenance cycles. So it's raining in Tallahassee, huh? Really? Let's look at the weather here. Get on the right page here. Oh yeah, I see it. Looks like it's almost over though. You get some sort of a storm warning in the area too. 17 minutes remaining. Yeah, it's almost over. It won't be raining much. It looks like it's kind of moving north. It looks like most of it's hitting the panhandle, going into Alabama and Georgia. That's what your weather looks like right now. I love this app. Great app. I think that, like I said, there was some weather that kind of came through here yesterday. It didn't really drop a lot of rain on us, but I think that looks like that's probably the same system. Yeah, see, that's kind of the whole eastern seaboard there. A lot going on up here. You can see Ohio and let's see, Ohio and Pennsylvania, West Virginia. They're getting a lot of snow right now. The app's called My Radar. It's a really great app. That's what it looks like right there. I saw it advertised once and I pulled it up and was like, wow, this has got, it's really fast. A lot of times radar apps and even stuff on the websites, is so so mind-numbingly slow. But it comes up real quick. It's a really smooth app. So yeah, it's a good free app. All right, one down. Okay, so you're getting extended Christmas and Thanksgiving and spring break, but a shorter summer. Okay. I don't know. That's the trade-off, I guess. Charlotte's telling Jessica I'm drinking vodka. All right. Woohoo! No snow for Rhonda. Yeah, I was looking. It doesn't look like you're getting a lot of snow up there. There's this app that they put on my phone. It's got its own button to start it up, and that button is opposite the power button. So I keep launching the app when I don't want to use it. I don't know. I don't know if you can get my radar on a computer. I was just thinking the same thing because I try and I use the Weather Channel for getting weather on my computer, and I don't know. I got to find another one. The Weather Channel website is so slow. And even at the end, when you're at the end of it and you want to click back to your home page, it takes like 5 or 10 seconds for the Weather Channel app to let go of the website and lets you go back. And I know it's not my home page because my home page is something I created myself, and it's just a page of links. There's nothing there. It's 500 or 600 bytes. That's it. Need a grass carpet on my train setup. Well, the train setup is going to be something that evolves over the years. So who knows? There was a video that came with the track extensions I got, and it showed all sorts of ideas on stuff. And there's all sorts of places out there. I'm on the list now of several Facebook pages that cover the topic, and so I've always got like you know model train related stuff coming up on my Facebook profile. So it's going to evolve. Hopefully, it'll be cool. Logan says, I need a crystal church for my village. There's all sorts of stuff out there. So like I said, I found those little houses that I got. They were like a couple bucks a piece. I just found those at Walmart. And so the Christmas village, it started up. Um, it got a lot further in the first year than I thought it would. I just figured it was going to be the train for the train set. I remind you, Gomez Adams. I don't crash my trains, so that's the difference. Oh, she says you have one that I need to have. Oh yeah, that's right. I'm rereading the comment now. Sorry, I sometimes just kind of glance over the comments and don't necessarily maybe read exactly what was said. Yeah, I guess in the original one he blew him up. But I remember the Raul Julia Gomez Adams from the movies. He used to crash him. Yeah, I like the Adams Family. Adams Family is funny. Haven't really tried to get into the new one. I guess they've remade it again. I don't know of anybody that's watching it though. I haven't heard of anyone said that they've seen it. Sounds like it's gonna maybe go the same way as that Velma reboot, which I guess is just totally tanking. Is that the Adams Family reboot? Oh, I know Jordan knows about Lisa's death. I think he's posted on it on Facebook once or twice. Exactly, Rhonda. Not just on another planet, but with your head buried in the sand, your fingers in your ears going la 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 la. La. Been working on your computer setup lately. Awesome. Yeah. Yeah, I'd be lost without my computers. I got a friend who kind of believes some conspiracy theories lately, and he was posting that he was concerned about all these young people just suddenly dropping dead and wanted to know if they'd been vaccinated and boosted. Yeah, I had a computer once that had the two screens set up. That was when I that was my first video machine back when I was doing old NTSC videos. Ugh. Yeah, I guess it's about that time. We always seem to lose Gene right about now. Jordan really likes the wrestling, though. That's something that I think he bonded with his dad with when he was a kid, and so it's kind of it's an important part to his life. So I don't see that decreasing anytime soon. The only thing I see being consistent is he'll keep making great videos. I didn't really follow any of the wrestling. I think the only wrestler I was even aware of was Hulk Hogan, and that's just because he was such a phenomenon in the '80s. You couldn't, you couldn't, you couldn't not know who he was. Who you met them all, huh? That's cool. Yeah, I've looked at doing end screens. It isn't really not really something I'm that into. I know it's an option, and who knows, maybe sometime I will. But I do a lot of things or I don't do a lot of things that people do. You'll notice I don't put anything in there that says, hey, send me a Patreon or a PayPal or something like that. I just don't do that. That's just not me. You dated a guy. I think you mentioned that once that you dated a guy that did that. That's cool. Yeah, Hulkamania, exactly. That was a big thing there for a while. I think a lot of the reason I keep doing the vlogs, it isn't really about the money. I'm not making a whole lot of money doing it. It's just it kind of keeps me going. It gives me something to do. It encourages me to get out and do things and see things. I'm kind of a person that'll just kind of sit around and watch TV if I get a chance, and this kind of keeps things going. I wouldn't be 1/10 as far on this house as I am now if not for the vlog. The girls got knitting kits for Christmas. That's cool. Yeah, well, that's sort of what you want to do. You want to, share what's important to you with your kids. If I had kids, I'd be doing the same thing. Like my show and tell. Yeah, those are fun. Yeah, I like that Christmas gift for my mom. I'm starting a lot of videos in front of that thing. She likes seeing it too. I don't know. I like all kinds of steaks. It's more about what kind of seasoning that I put on it, and that varies from time to time. But I like, you know, basically all kinds of steaks. Girls like the trains. Yeah, I'm having fun with the trains too. You know, it's definitely a hobby that can grow and grow and grow. I mean, I would bet you I could have a train set that goes around the entire house here. Watch that thing sit and watch that thing spin for hours. I think that might get a little boring, but I don't know. Maybe we'll do a video of that. Just put the camera on the tripod and on a windy day and let it go. The thing is pretty though. I like it. I like it a lot. And I kind of like the fact that it doesn't blow in the tiniest little breeze because we get some pretty serious wind here, and if it blew in just the tiniest breeze, it'd be like when it's really windy here. So I like the fact that it has to get kind of windy before it actually does anything. Yeah, I've thought about something like that too, Rhonda. Just like almost like a track that goes all the way around the room here. That could probably be done. If you like watching that kind of thing, you gotta check into my friend Matt's Island Horizon videos. I always have those running in the background, if for no other reason than just to give him some view hours. If he ever gets to the point where he hits that 1,000 subscriber mark, we'll have given him the view hours he needs. Yeah, I could see me doing that too, Rhonda. I think I've heard of that kind of thing, Tracy, where they deliver your food on a train. Cats don't seem to be interested in the train. I don't know if I actually put them up on the table. One, I'm not going to do that because I don't want to encourage them to think that that's okay. But I think if the train started moving, it'd probably freak them out. Yeah, you watch all of Matt's videos. Yeah, I'm sure he appreciates that. Like I said, he's slowly getting subscribers. I think if he does finally get to the point where that thing takes off, he's going to be in a good position because he's going to have just tons and tons and tons of content. He wasn't lucky like me. I was lucky. I had Jordan to kind of share me with his fans, and that was what made this channel initially successful. Because I wouldn't still be doing this if I were down at 350 subscribers like Matt is. I think I would have lost interest in it. But I kind of feed off of the energy that people when they watch them. I love reading the comments. I still read every comment that people write. I do enjoy doing the live streams, and it's not really a lot of people that come here, but it's the same people over and over. So it's almost like family. Yeah, I love the sound of the waves. I really love going to Hawaii. It was a lot of fun. And he's captured so much of what's great about Hawaii. And he's going different places on the island, all sorts of great places. I had fun going to Hawaii. Girls tell everyone about their TV family. Yeah, my mom loves the TV family too. And she has a picture of Charlotte and Logan on her TV in her TV room. So every time she's watching it, and she sees the girls come in, she's looking at the picture. Come on, the rest of you got to say something. It's not Rhonda's job to carry the whole conversation. More vodka. That's awesome. But they all know no one talks more than Rhonda. That's two. Okay, so between Rhonda and Jessica, it's just a constant word stream, huh? Can't get in a word with her, huh? That's funny. Come on up. There he is. I knew he'd be back. He can't just sit down there and meow at me. I don't think we've had a request for this, but that's okay. Belly rub time. And the cat fur is already flying. Logan's rubbing his belly. All right. Well, Bite loves it. Now I got cat fur all over the place here. Hang on. Ugh. You're not supposed to be shedding yet. It's winter, Bite. Look alive, Bite. Yeah, you better do that. Look alive. Oh, hi, VNA. Yeah, just got in to get into the middle of a belly rub. And the cat fur flying. There is one satisfied kitty. Only one way to make him more satisfied. That's okay. You notice how he perks up when I get the kitty treat jar. Now he can't all of a sudden can't keep his eyes off of it. See if we can use that as a way to coax him into looking at the camera. Want a kitty treat? Yeah, see that's working. Gonna make you work for it though. And then you drop it, you klutz. You're a klutz. Yes, you are. Does everyone want to see him run? Here's how you make Bite run. This is how you get exercise. So you can do it. It's trying to get more waddles and runs. Make him run from one end of the house to the other, go get his kitty treats. Oh, Nibble heard the kitty treats. Now she wants some. There's one for Nibble. See her right there. Nibble makes her appearance. You're such a gentleman, Bite. See if I can arc it over him here. Get one to her. Yeah, I think she got that one. See, that's what you got to do is you got to distract him. You missed the one and you went and stole the one for Nibble. Ah. If you're not going to go for him, Nibble, I'm not going to throw him to you. You got to do more than just sit there and look at them. They're not going to eat themselves. Kids, your cat's knocked the treat jar over and chewed the box open. I used to have used to get the kitty treats in little pouches, and they figured out where I hid them and where I hid them, and then what they would do is they do the same thing. They tear open the pouch and eat them all, and then of course they'd make themselves sick and throw up all over the place. Yeah, see, Bite, run, run, Bite, run. Nibbles like Remington. Hey, it's the other Brack. On your way to San Antonio. What's in San Antonio? I know, San Antonians. Sorry, that's an old Quentin Tarantino joke. Cat Trek, huh? Yeah. I don't know. It would probably be a pretty boring show because it'd just be the cat sleeping all the time and never going anywhere. I don't know if I can label it down to just one thing that's my favorite in Texas. There's so many things I like about Texas. The people are nicer. The environment is nicer. I like the weather. I like where I live. It's nice and green. I got a great job. I'm just really in good shape right now. Okay, business meeting in San Antonio. Okay. I don't remember a hamster show. That's weird. Hammy the hamster, huh? That sounds like that would be the name of a hamster show. Yeah, the hot weather has its moments. I mean, it makes it nice to go out for walks at night when it's like, 80 degrees and it's nice and warm out at night. And it's nice having the pool. But yeah, I stay in a lot more. You kind of get to the point though where um, get used to it to some extent. I can go to the grocery store and it doesn't really bug me. Come out after, work and go out and it's really hot out and it's like, okay, yeah, get into the car, take a few minutes to cool off, but that isn't really that big of a thing. I do like how the seasons change here. We haven't had any snow yet this year. Hopefully we will. Yeah, see that's it. Yeah, it's one of those things you get used to. 8 degrees, yeah, bikini weather, exactly. Although I think people would look at me weird if I were wearing a bikini. Just saying. Not that people don't already look at me weird. I mean, heck, I'm wearing a pair of glasses that don't even have one ear hook. Yeah, me in a bikini would have to be a horror show. Do I have the fireplace going? No, not right now. I've had it going this winter. Yeah, people commented on it. The glasses I usually wear for readers broke like 20 minutes before the live stream. I was almost thinking I was going to run over to like a CVS and just get a pair of, cheap readers, but it just wasn't time. Probably do that because, I got to have reading glasses because, without that, I mean, I'm looking, the screen is like 16 inches from me. I can't even read anything that's on the screen right now. So I got to have something. These are my backups, and they're only my backups because I broke this thing off like many years ago when I stepped on them. Yeah, I don't know if I can do that. Let's see here if I can blow things up. No, I can't do that with YouTube. I mean, I know sometimes on certain things, I can do Control and plus on the screen. It'll zoom in or zoom out, but I don't think I can do that on YouTube. And I mean, if I blow the text up, then the picture is going to be a little smaller. Which maybe that might be a blessing for me. They don't have to look at this ugly mug. Yeah, I don't like throwing away something that I can use. And what I always did is I just, even though this one didn't have this ear hook here, I just left it on the computer because I just put it on and I could use it on the computer. I never really liked these anyway for reading. These were the readers I had before the ones I usually wear, and I kind of made the mistake when I ordered them of doing 1.5x magnification, figuring, okay, that'll make everything look bigger. Yeah, but the problem is it changes the focal length too. And so I have to be a lot closer in order to see things. You get too far away, even this far away, things are starting to get blurry. And so, yeah, I won't do that again. But like I said, I think I'm going to run over to CVS or something like that and just see if I can buy some cheap readers. Maybe that'll be just the replacement from now on. If not, I'll order a pair of readers from Lens Crafters, and they'll get here in a week or two, and these will hold me over until then. Do I have a drawer like the rest of us with stuff that you might use someday? No, I have a house of stuff like that. I don't know if I'm ever going to get my mom to come here. It would be fun. I'd love to show her my place, but I don't know. I mean, I guess she's kind of seen it all because, she's seen every phase of it. I think maybe the only part of the house that she hasn't really seen that much would be the master bathroom because I haven't done that much in there. But she's watched me turn this from an empty building into what it is. Girls say they love you, they love you, Nana. I know. My mom says it right back that she loves you too. Like I said, that's whenever we talk every week. That's the first thing. One of the things she'll always say is, "How are Charlotte and Logan?" And Rhonda, of course. Yeah, the lenses are okay. It's just the frame that broke. And the question would be if I could get another set of frames, and I doubt it. It was, I bought those lenses in California 10, 12 years ago. So I don't know. Where did I get the light up skull? Actually, it's just the skull itself. And I got that at Disneyland. It's just made out of plastic, but I thought it looked really cool. They had one that was black too, but I said, no, I like the plastic one better. And then the light up thing is it's just a little LED light in a base. It was actually made for something else, and I put the skull on it because I like that. It looks really cool. Now it's plastic and heavy. It is actually pretty heavy. It probably weighs about a pound. It's really funny about my parents and the videos because when I first started doing the videos and when I first moved here, my mom was the one that watched all the time. And then at one point, my mom stopped watching, and my dad started watching religiously because at that point, it was the last year of his life, and he was in the hospital a lot, and he was getting bored with daytime television. So he'd start watching my videos, and when he'd talk to me on the phone or when I'd visit him, he'd ask about videos and stuff like that. And then when he passed, then my mom started watching again. So I've always had someone from the family watching. It's just not always been the same person. Oh, Tracy's checking out. I saw Rhonda reply to it and I didn't see the initial comment, but yeah, that happens. We're about 10 minutes from the end anyway. So yeah, I like this dude. He's cool. He's always sort of, I like having him as part of the background here. I always try and kind of keep interesting things behind me so we can all talk about it. Little conversation starters. See if you can get one on Amazon. Yeah, they might have one. Amazon seems to have everything else. Let's see here. Let's see, I want to call it Crystal Skull, but I'm afraid they're going to pull up that horrible Indiana Jones movie. Yeah, it looks like I just found some. Holy cow. Oh, it's actually made out of crystal, though. Banded agate, $259. But yeah, they got all sorts of things that you can get. But this one's just the one I got, just made out of plastic. I was thinking it looked a little like that one, but I don't know if that's actual. Yeah, they're hand carved. That's why they're so expensive. Let's try something a little bit more plain. Plastic skull. Okay, lots of just plastic ones, but they're like white plastic. It's supposed to look real. I bet you if you dug though, I bet you could find them. Yeah, I got actually a liquor bottle skull too. I get some little skull shot glasses too. Yeah, I get migraines too, Lorley. Okay, VNA found one. Yeah, found a clear translucent one on Amazon for 39 bucks. That's about what I think I paid for that one. Yeah, let us know what you find. Coming down to the last 5 minutes, people. Speak now or hold your peace for another week. Yeah, they have all. Yeah, I saw all sorts of stuff just in the cheap little search I looked for. Oh, now we got a problem. Rhonda's checking out, so you guys are really gonna have to pick up the slack now. Goodbye, Rhonda. Goodbye, Charlotte. Goodbye, Logan. Goodbye, Jessica. Goodbye, kiddies. Have a good night, Michael. A good nap, Michael. Have a good Christmas. Feeding time at the zoo. Yeah, I bet. Got to take care of that menagerie. Got to finish up my vodka too. Almost the end of the live stream. If I don't drink it, I'm gonna have to feed it to the plant. You gonna come out and visit for the last 5 minutes, Bite? I don't think I've ever had a martini. I like margaritas, and I like Mai Tais have their moments. Love a good spicy Bloody Mary. Don't like the fruity drinks. Yeah, I make margaritas here sometimes with a lot of tequila. So yeah, you get really, really hammered. I just do it in the blender, and I actually blend it up. I don't do it right, probably. I make it more into a margarita smoothie. Yeah, I like Bloody Marys. I got my dad into Bloody Marys. He never really was into them, but I started ordering them, and then he started ordering them too. So Bloody Mary with lots of olives and lots of Tabasco sauce. Yeah, my secret recipe for margaritas. It's a cup and a quarter of tequila and 3/4 of a cup of margarita mix. I just use the just one of the store bought brands, and I think it's the Cuervo brand margarita mix, and about a cup and a half of ice, and a handful of frozen strawberries. Just put it in the blender and mix it up until it's all mush. Good stuff. Yeah, people shouldn't do that. Drinking and driving is bad. Yeah, I just get a big bag of frozen strawberries from HEB and keep them in the freezer, and a couple handfuls into the blender, and away we go. I do tend to drink and walk. That's kind of fun. I'll have a drink, get myself a little bit hammered, and then go out for a walk at night. That's kind of fun. Yeah, yeah, me too. I mean, if I was making a big scene on the street, I might get arrested. But I'm just kind of staggering around, and I'm being real quiet about it, so I'm not bugging anybody. I don't know. I got to figure out what I'm going to do for a vlog today. Sundays are usually more simple vlogs because I spend half the day doing the live stream. It's a little after 1 right now here, and so I only got a few more hours, but I want to figure out what we're gonna do for a vlog today. I'd like to get 3 of them done this week. This is my short weekend, but we're going like into a maintenance interval at work, which means my work schedule is going to change a little bit for the next couple of weeks. I got 1 more week of regular work, and then maintenance interval starts next Saturday and goes for 3 weeks. So it's a long one. Usually maintenance intervals are about 10 days, but we didn't really do one last summer. So we really need to do some catching up. And the machines have definitely had problems in the last few months because they haven't gotten the maintenance they need. So I think it's more entertaining when people drink and text. You get some amazing text messages then. What's for dinner? I'm probably going to have a steak. Jeff was here a little while ago and talking about going to Outback for lunch, and that got me thinking, you know what? A steak sounds really good for dinner. So that's probably what I'll do. Anyway, I think I'm going to pull the plug on this one. I've put in my 2 hours. Stop by next week. We'll be back again. And other than that, I mean, I had a great day today. Thanks, everyone. Good talking to you. See ya.